Alright, so in this video of Salesforce Bytes, let's talk about how can you configure object level security via profiles, right? There could be a scenario wherein you don't want a specific user of a specific profile to have access to some specific objects. Now, how do you configure that via profiles? We'll take a look, right? So I'm logged in as the test user 1 here. Let's log in as the test user 1. So I'm logged in as the test user 1 here, and what I see is that I have access to the accounts object. I see the tab here and I see the new button, and I can click on the new button and I can create an account for myself, right? So what if I want that this particular test user 1, which is assigned the custom sales profile, should not have access to the account object altogether? So to be able to do that, let's go to the system admin view. So I'll just switch over to the system admin view, and let's go to the setup and let's go to profiles, right? So when I go to profiles, what profiles is in concern right now? It is the sales profile, right? The custom sales profile. Let's open this profile right here, and here let's do a command F or a control F to find object permissions. So we'll have something that's called standard object permissions for standard objects, and you should see something that's called custom object permissions if you have custom objects created in your system. These are two separate sections, right? So right now, what is our object that we need to take a look at? It is the account object. And if you notice, the object level permission for account is read, create, edit, delete, which means any user of the custom sales profile will be able to read records of accounts, they can create accounts, they can edit or update account records, and they can also delete their account records, right? So to be able to remove this permission, let's go and click on the edit button. So I'll just click on the edit button and let's go back to that setting again. And now if you see, I have this checkbox available to be unchecked. Now if I remove the read permission, all the permissions goes away, because if you are not able to view any records, you won't be able to create, edit or delete any of them, right? So the read is the bare minimum permission that you need. Now if I were to remove, let's say, just the delete permission, I can do that manually. Or let's say if I want to remove the edit permission or the create permission, I can do them manually. But if I want to remove the entire account object access altogether, I can just remove the read permission, and that would take care of every permission that's present, right? So there are 4 permissions. If you notice, we call them CRUD, C-R-U-D, which is create, read, update and delete, normal database operations, right? So create, read, update or edit and delete. These are the 4 permissions that are the basic access. Now there are 2 other administration accesses which are called view all and modify all. Now if you want your users to be able to see all the records, you simply check the box view all. Now irrespective of that particular user being the owner of the record or it is a record of someone else, this user will be able to see all the records. And if you want these users to be able to edit all the records irrespective of their ownership, you can click on the modify all checkbox. Now this will bring in the edit permission, and this will also bring in the modify all permission, right? And to be able to create records, you can click on the create access. Let's say you don't want your profile to be able to delete records that they create, you can just uncheck the delete permission. All right, so that's how you can play around with the object level security and see how things behave. But if you want to get rid of an object altogether, you simply have to uncheck all these boxes and then you can click on the save button. Let's click on the save button, and once this is saved, let's go back to, let's say, contacts. And now if you see, if I switch to contacts, my accounts tab is gone altogether. If I click on the plus icon, I will not be able to see the accounts tab anywhere, because I don't have the permissions to read, view, edit or delete any of the records of accounts on the profile level. So that's how the profile level permissions govern your access on your system. Make sense? Great. Thank you.